We're surrounded by all this amazing smart technology, but how do we actually talk about it? And more importantly, how do we describe the tech we really, really want to own? Well, today, we're going to dig into the language we use, from the simple phrases we say every day to the expert terms that really capture what's coming next. So just think about it for a second. If you had to describe some piece of technology you're dreaming about, what words would you actually use? It sounds like a simple question, right? But your answer says a whole lot about how we all understand the gadgets that are shaping our lives. All right, to really get to the heart of this, we're going to look at a real-world example. We're going to deconstruct how has someone described a piece of tech they want to own. Think of this as our blueprint for understanding the language of smart tech. Okay, let's listen to this. I'd like to describe something I don't have at the moment but would really like to own in the future, which is Amazon Alexa. They call it a popular smart home device, an AI-powered assistant that can do things like play music and set reminders. And the main reason they want it? To make life more convenient and organized with hands-free control. It's a fantastic, super clear description, and now we're going to break it down. It's a great description, isn't it? It's functional, it's clear, you get it instantly. But now let's pull it apart and really look at the linguistic nuts and bolts that are holding this whole thing together. So the foundation here is built on these word pairings that we all use probably without even thinking about it. These are our go-to phrases for talking about technology, and honestly, they work just fine for getting the point across. Here are those key building blocks we heard: smart home device, AI-powered assistant, voice commands, everyday tasks, electronic gadgets, play music, set reminders, daily routines, hands-free control, and quick access. These are the solid, everyday terms we all know and recognize. They get the job done, for sure. Okay, but what if we wanted to elevate this description? To go from being perfectly good to impressively precise. This is where we get to level up our terminology. It's all about adding this layer of sophistication and really a deeper understanding to how we talk about our tech. So instead of just saying smart home device, we can talk about a smart ecosystem. See, that simple shift in language completely changes the perspective. It's not just about one gadget anymore. It's about a whole network of devices that are all connected, all talking to each other, all working together. And then you've got home automation. This is so much more than just giving a command. It refers to the ability to automatically control your home's lighting, the climate, you name it. That little word, auto, that's the magic part. The system starts working on its own. But how do we interact with all this complex technology? Well, that happens through a user-friendly interface. This is all about the design that makes technology feel simple, intuitive. It's the critical bridge between us, the human, and the machine. And here it is, our new upgraded vocabulary list: voice-activated assistant, smart ecosystem, home automation, hands-free operation, artificial intelligence, digital assistant, connected devices, smart technology, user-friendly interface, and everyday convenience. This is a powerful toolkit of phrases that shows a much deeper grasp of how this stuff actually works. And this slide just perfectly illustrates the difference. Look at this. An AI-powered assistant becomes the more specific voice-activated digital assistant. Hands-free control gets upgraded to the more formal hands-free operation. And a single smart home device is now reframed as part of a smart ecosystem. Do you see how that little shift in language adds a huge amount of precision? So, okay, we've learned some new words. Big deal, right? But what's the big picture here? Why does making these little linguistic upgrades actually matter? Well, it's about way more than just sounding smart. Here's the bottom line. Using precise language helps us better understand the technology that is changing our world at lightning speed. When we can talk about home automation or a smart ecosystem, we aren't just using fancy terms. We're showing that we get the underlying concepts, the connections, and the direction technology is headed. It just helps us be more informed citizens of the digital age. And that leaves us with one last big thought to chew on. We've seen how our language has already started to evolve, from pretty basic phrases to much more specific terms. But this is just the beginning. As these digital assistants become even more woven into the fabric of our lives, how is our language for them going to keep changing? What new words will we have to invent just to describe our own world?